For this year's Paddy's Day Parade in Belfast, we, the team here at Beat Carnival, we want to celebrate that we're now a UNESCO City of Music. And we want to celebrate some of the many musical styles that have helped lift and inspire the people of Belfast throughout the years.
So let's get out and about and talk about disco.
Hello and welcome to the Northern Ireland Regional Final of the Trust House 40 World Freestyle Dancing Championships. Tonight our 12 finalists come from all points of the province. They're here after winning heats which were staged in discos throughout Northern Ireland.
So here we are in Great Victoria Street, and we're going to head in to see Lisa Flavel Stevens, someone who's joined a lot of the connections with the community over the years through radio. Lisa was also married to one of the finest music appreciators in Belfast, and that was Lyndon Stevens, who we sadly lost a few years ago.
You know, when disco was making waves all around the world, Belfast city centre was more or less dead. It was too dangerous to go out and dance. So there were disco explosions happening in other big UK cities that just weren't really happening in Belfast to the same degree, apart from very underground. But this kind of celebration of difference, that it was colourful, energetic, enjoyable defiance of the realities of the difficulties for people that were living on the fringes.
Belfast. So it felt really important to try and get a sense of what it felt like to be alive then. And we're going to meet Richard and his husband Noel and hear about the 70s and 80s in Belfast.
So in 1970 I was 15, and so those starting to go out years were from 15 to 20. There was an awful lot standing in your way. And one example of driving to the Carpenters, which was my favourite club in Belfast, and between parking the car, which was very close to the club, and getting to the door, a man came out of the shadows and threatened me. And I just made a beeline for the door. And then when you got into the club and Donna Summer was playing, it was really euphoria for the few hours that you were there.
Tell us about the Carpenters.
It was a total dive. It was fantastic. It was just great. It was the best place. There were places where you could just be completely yourself. And that disco music in particular just gives you that energy, that automatically put that energy in your body, and you could just go wild.
Nobody cared less what your background was. We were all there in one joint spirit to live life and enjoy ourselves and enjoy the music, and that's what we all did. The one thing that I said to my mum was, I'm just not prepared to live a lie. And I suppose part of that too is finding the person. But yeah, you can't live a lie. And you have to get strength from that, you know, to take you out of the car and get you into the club.
Honeyhawk came to fruition. Me and a good friend Dylan just wanted to create a space really to play the music that we wanted to play, but to a queer and queer-friendly crowd. You're making little communities on the dance floor, and especially in the queer scene, we have a lot of people who would come in their own, and we will say to people, this is the kind of night that you can come in on your own and meet new friends.
Disco is so symphonic. It has so much quality to it. There are so many layers, there's so much orchestra, there's so much composition in it. Disco is a never-ending story.
Disco, for me, I discovered it through no-wave punk movements. Disco is really punk in its origins and its roots. I think when you create a space, then, okay, well that space didn't exist, so how do we create it and how do we do it? And that's what happened with disco, that's what happened with house, and that's what happened with techno.
Honeyhawk, in a nutshell, is freedom. It's like a family, and the more we've done it, the more we've realised that people are actually here for family vibes. Nobody's just one thing, and I think that that's what we try to do here. We want to like umbrella everything that we possibly can.
So disco, you kind of think of its roots in New York, but it's kind of got its own special slant in Belfast, and it keeps on evolving. It's where people can go be themselves and just look around them, see their friends, see their community, and know that they're all there together and they're all safe.